Hello, this is Gjaltjo Avavas. Every letter in a word has a specific position, has a specific orientation that also tells you in balance with the other letters or what the word is actually describing. There's a method for it to make that more conscious. Basically, it is, you can see it here at the right, resumed at somewhat. So basically, so you have your orientation of things that are very close by that you have, you can immediately have a grasp upon. These are about 9 letters that are described in the different positions. You also have, when that doesn't work, you can also say, okay, but we can go that direction, so we know it more or less. That's where the things are a bit further away. There are also 9 positions for that. When they're really far away and you don't see everything, so you have to estimate them a little bit more. Okay, there are also 9 letters for that. And that's basically my theory. That's how our mind works, and that's how our mind makes up our mind to find out where more or less in that balance, close by, a bit further away, and still be able to adapt a little bit, or quite difficult to adapt and only see a very small part of it, so that we have to be careful that we really see the things where they are. Gear is one of these words which are also about things that makes it a bit more difficult. It's the G there and the R there from the last category, but shouldn't always be so difficult. It's actually quite easy to recognize what it is. I will explain the G, how it is our first focus in this word. The G basically is, you have these 3 categories: a close by, a bit further away, and yes, quite far away. And what is almost disappearing there, that's the G. That's basically what it is. It's further away, and a part of it we don't see already. But we can still see, okay, it's there somewhere. Basically, it is, we see a part at the edges. It's also there with these 3 positions. It is the furthest away, and okay, it's like almost like you can still see the clouds, but not really what's on top of it. You see the part of where the heavens disappear beyond that, whatever worlds are beyond that. We can't see that, we can't sense that, but we can see the surface of it. That's the G. So above our head is symbolically the heavens. But it can be very literally. You can say like, okay, we just see the underlayer there, and so we just see a small part. So that's our G as well. So that's actually quite okay also, that we are describing something that we only see some part of it, but we only see one thing that we notice, and the rest is part of a bigger system. At this point, we only deal our focus upon that first part, what we see. Don't mix it up with the letter C, because that's more physical. That's when we really have close by, we have a physical object, and we see also quite far away, but that's about a physical reference that we say, okay, let's try to focus upon the thing that are quite far away, that we can distinct something there. Here it is more focused upon what is related with that part that we do not see. That there's a feedback behind it. That there is a process behind it. That larger part will be our focus, not the physical thing that we see. It's about what is connecting there, what is connecting to that bigger part, that part that we don't see. So even very physical, we can also see it's very physical. It is focusing upon a part that we do see, but it's connected to a bigger system, a bigger space, whatever bigger that bigger can be. And what's the next letter? So we have, of course, only this part, and this part is moving because the E is moving, changing, and so on. So this could almost be like we only see a part of a wheel. And the E is not only that it is related with the time process, it also says no, we move it and we move it up and we go to a certain highlight, we notice it that something is changing. We could say here, okay, we can also hear it here, not just see it, we can hear it. Something is changing, there's a performance going on there with the It's basically what can be written, can be read in my system. The A says it's a physical object. It has a real focus. So yes, let's say it is indeed that kind of wheel. It's that that full circle from where it starts. There's a movement. You only see a part moving, and we see it moving up. And this G part will connect to not just to the part we don't see, but also in a way to a bigger part. But it could as well be not just in that physical sense, but in that sense of there's a bigger concept behind it. There can be a bigger value behind it. So it connects to a bigger value as well. And then the R connects to this and keeps this running. So that is actually the foundation of what can be kept running, which will be engaged, and that part what we see. So yes, there is a starting point. We focus only on that part that we see. So, and there where we notice it, that's where it also starts. That's where the E starts, the A starts, the R starts. That's where our mindset goes to it. Oh yes, I can see something is changing and something is moving there. That's of course the gear in different ways. We can read it in what it all means. It could be a toothed wheel in correlation with speed-driven parts in the wheels. It can also mean to adjust or equip for a particular purpose or need. Or in gear means proceeding with energy with the determination or speed. Gear could be just that idea. Oh no, there is something moving, changing. That's very small aspect of consciousness that keeps it very small into that one word. I sense it. Oh yes, there is something moving, and that's the G is about that feedback process that makes you realize. Oh yeah, there is something. It connects you to something bigger, to also a bigger value in a way. So in between this zone of where the movement starts, in that part where you notice it, where you can see it also, and you can notice it that this movement is departing from there. That's the gear. So so it can connect to the movement itself, or just that noticing where that is as well into that physical place, actually, where that function is also noticed, that it can have this function, of course. And that should be clear enough why these letters are chosen, what they mean, and why they are, again, very appropriate at its place, in its meaningful place. Okay, thanks again for watching. Bye.